I love the fucking way that the fellas used to play. They pull you right over if you ever got in their way. But now if you slow them down a bit, you're in the box, and you sit there longer till the time runs off the clock. If fellers square off, then you have to let them go. One ref steps in, then one feller's gonna catch a blow. You have to wait until they're done, till one falls like a tree. Besides, everyone loves a Donnybrook, that's what they paid to see. It's old time hockey, the way you're supposed to play. You throw a little lumber if a guy gets in your way. You play like Gordie Howe or Eddie fucking Shore. We can't all be Gretzky, some user Bobby Orr. Hey!
Repêchage 1993, the first pick in the 1993 Entry Draft, the Ottawa Senators welcome Alexandre Daigle.
Consensus #1 draft pick, the best player available.
So first things first, I am a little biased on this video. I am a huge Ottawa Senators fan. I've been one since they re-entered the league in 92-93, and just by proxy, became the biggest Alexandre Daigle fan there was. I invested everything in my little 10-year-old brain into him being the next Wayne Gretzky, and sadly it just didn't pan out, but stuck with my boy and still a fan of his today. Loved what he did in his career. Don't think that he deserves the accolade of being the #1 biggest bust of all time. I think that could easily go to Patrick Stefan or more recently Naly Yakupov. Both of them did far less in their careers than Daigle did, and did not produce nearly enough points as he did throughout his career in the NHL and even in the juniors and beyond. Alexandre Daigle was drafted first overall in the 1993 NHL Entry Draft. He was quickly signed to a 5-year deal worth $12.5 million by the Ottawa Senators. This was a very controversial move at the time, as it was giving a large contract, even by that day's standards, to an unproven player who had not played in the pro leagues before. This was quickly regulated in 1995, and a rookie salary cap was put in place. While in the juniors, in 137 games, Daigle managed to put in the puck 94 times while recording 187 assists for a total of 281 points. So that's 2 points a game on average. Not too bad. He also won 2 gold medals as part of Team Canada at the World Juniors, and in 14 games at the juniors, he put in 2 goals and 14 assists for 16 points. Not a bad showing, but it was his NHL career where the numbers were lacking. It was the first year that he played for Ottawa. It would have been the 93-94 season. He played all 84 games and put up his career best 51 points. Not a terrible start for a rookie, but not what Ottawa had expected. Daigle would continue to play with the Senators for another 4 years, but never really live up to the hype that he was for a #1 overall pick. In 96-97, he posted another 51-point season. This would be the best that he would ever do in the NHL, and as a result, in the 97-98 season, Alexandre Daigle was traded from the Ottawa Senators to the Philadelphia Flyers. Daigle would continue to struggle to find his place in Philadelphia over the next 2 years, and during the 98-99 season, he was traded to the Tampa Bay Lightning, where he didn't spend a whole lot of time, just 32 games, until the next season he was dealt to the New York Rangers. He spent even less time in New York, and then decided in the 2000-2001 season and 2001-2002 season to take some time off. He returned in the 02-03 season and joined the AHL's Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins. he would put up some decent numbers there. In 40 games, he put up 38 points, which got him a call-up to the NHL once again for the Pittsburgh Penguins, where he played 33 games and scored a disappointing 7 points. It was in the 2003-04 season where Daigle found himself on Minnesota, playing for the Wild. And in 78 games, he tied his all-time best scoring season at 51 points. Daigle would take another year off during the lockout season of 04-05, but then came back to Minnesota for 46 games in the 05-06 season, getting 28 points. He was then sent down to Manchester of the AHL, and in 16 games got 14 points. Daigle then, done with bouncing around the NHL and AHL, decided to take his talents over to the Swiss NLA League, where he played for HC Davos over the next 3 seasons, and then in the 09-010 season, he split time between HC Davos, the Fribourg-Gotteron HC, and the Langnau Tigers, where in all his NLA totals were 164 games played in the Swiss League, with 53 goals, 113 assists for 186 points, averaging just over a point per game. All in all, not the worst career. Played a lot of NHL games. All in total, in the NHL, it was 616 games where he scored 129 goals and helped out with 198 assists for 327 points. So just about a point every 2 games, which isn't bad. A lot of NHLers come and go throughout the years and don't get nearly as many points as Daigle. But Daigle was a number 1 pick, and he just never really lived up to the height of being the next one. At the end of his career, Daigle did spend 10 years playing in the NHL, as well as another 4 playing in the NLA, where he did win 2 Swiss championships and a Spengler Cup with HC Davos. I might be biased on the subject, but I don't believe that Alexandre Daigle is the worst number 1 overall pick of all time. That easily could go to Patrick Stefan or Nail Yakupov in recent years, and as far back as Brian Lawton in 1983. There have been a lot of number 1 overall picks who haven't panned out. Daigle definitely in the conversation as one of them. High expectations, but just couldn't produce on a pro level. Is he the worst of all time? I don't think so, but that's just my opinion.